question. It says Amal purchases some pens at 8 rupees. To sell these, he hire an employee at a fixed wage. So wage is something that they're talking about of the employee. He sells 100 of these pens at 12 rupees each, and the remaining number of pens are sold at 11 rupees. So basically it is talking about two parts in which all of these pens have been sold. One is 100 pens and then the rest of the pens were sold at 11. Then he makes a profit of 300, while he makes a net loss of 300 if the remaining pens would have been sold at 9 rupees each. The wage of the employee is what they are asking you. So you will have to look at cost price, selling price, and in the cost, you will have to involve the cost of fixed wage of the employee. Okay. So let's say suppose X number of pens were bought and Y was the cost of an employee. So I'm saying this is the fixed wage of the employee, right? Now let's have a look at what was bought. It was bought at 8 rupees. So the cost part of the equation will have 8x in it, and it will also have a cost part of the equation which will have what? A fixed cost of selling these pens, right? He sells 100 of these pens at 12. So his selling price would be 100 times of 12 plus whatever is left over. So X was the total number of pens. Out of that, 100 have been sold. So X minus 100 is what you are left with. So when you sell it at 11 rupees, you are ending up making a profit of 300. So to your cost side, if you add 300, then that will become equals to your selling price. So cost price plus profit will make it equals to your selling price. This is your first equation that you are getting. Now let's look at the second equation. Your cost still remains the same, which is 8x plus y. But now you are making a loss of 300. So from cost, if you remove 300, that is when you will be able to get the selling price if you are generating a loss of 300. So what will be the selling price in this case? 100 times of 12 plus of X minus 100, rest of the pens were sold at 9 rupees each, right? This is what the equation is looking like. Now, with the help of these two equations, you will have to get to the value of y. Now, 8x plus y is something that I can get in terms of X itself from the second equation and replace it in the first equation. So let's try to look at this. It is 8x plus y is equals to 1200 plus 9x minus 900 plus of 300. So 8x plus y would turn out to be equals to 1200 minus 900 is 300. So 9x plus 600 is what you are getting as the value of 8x plus y in terms of x is what we are looking at, right? So then this will turn out to be equals to what? 8x plus y is something that I can replace over here. I'm replacing basically y and getting everything in terms of x, and then later on we'll use one of the equations to get down to the value of y. So 9x plus 600 over here plus of 300 should be equals to 1200 plus of 11x minus of 1100. That's what the equation looks like. Now let's just try to bring everything on one side. 900 over here minus of 1200 over here plus of 1100 over here, and then you will have an 11x minus of 9x. That makes it what? That makes it 2x is equals to 800. So x will turn out to be equals to what? 400. If x turns out to be equals to 400, we need the value of y. Put it into any of the equations and you will get the value of y. So over here we got 8x plus y is equals to 9x plus 600. Put the value of x is 400. So this will become 3200 plus of y is equals to 3600 plus of 600. That's going to be equal to 4200 minus 3200. So the value of y will turn out to be equals to 1000. So the employee wage was 1000. That should be the answer for this question.